takže vyvezen až na kótu 4,7. Tak si tady najdu cestičku. No nic, tak tohle to bude konečná. Nějakých 5,2 asi odhadem. Highpoint. No, není to ideální povrch, a uvidíme, jak to pojede. A jo, dá se. Ještě kousíček. Tak to by bylo. Tak co holky, chutná? Asi chutná, co?
Hey everyone, so Tunupa, kind of interesting volcano, directly above the largest salt plain in the world at Uyuni. So getting there is kind of pain, unless you have a car, that is. But even then, when you arrive, you will have to pay, probably in each village, to the community, which I guess isn't that big of an issue. But as a tourist without a car, to try and book it from Uyuni, it's a bit of an issue because the standard tours of the salt plains and such, those are pretty cheap because there's lots of demand. But to hike a volcano, and not just Tunupa, but even other volcanoes, like if you wanted to go up Uturunku or Linkan Kabur, I believe also there's a tour for that. They will always force a guide upon you from the local community to basically annoy you and slow you down. It's all pretty pricey for a private tour, which is basically our only option. From Uyuni to Turunku, it's like 6,000 Bolivianos altogether. For it's one night. They say that the Uturunku, being 6,008 meters, is the easiest 6,000 meter peak to climb, but really walk up, which physically it probably is, because you can drive up to like 5,600 meters or something like that, and then just walk up an easy trail. But I think logistically it's not the easiest. So if you really want to go up some 6,000 meter peak, go to Peru and go up Chachane. It's 6,075 meters. The map is wrong here. Yeah, but just hike Chachane from Arequipa. It's much cheaper. It's more of a hike. It's like 1,000 meters of elevation gain. But yeah, it's a hike. It's not technical climb. Yeah, so anyway, back to Tunupa, which I wanted to hike at least a little bit from Uyuni, so I opted for the most accessible option. But as I said, unless you have a car, it's not really that accessible, because you will still need to get a pretty pricey private tour for like 1,800 Bolivianos. Probably cheaper if there is a group, of course, but still. So it's like an hour drive, and there is like routes. I wouldn't call it trails. I guess this one is more of a trail. So one is, I guess the more common one is from this town, Kokeza, but they will force a guide upon you, which will cost 800 Bolivianos, which is an insane amount of money. And yeah, just to walk with you to the highest point possible from this site, which is kind of here at like 5,200 meters. It's same from the other side where I went. But yeah, so I wouldn't pay this, and I don't want a guide to slow me down and annoy me anyway. So we went to this town, Yirira, and here you can actually drive up to like 4,650 meters. And the road actually ends here, not here. And then you can, I think this is steeper than this side, but then you can reach a similar height, again like 5,200 meters. But the peak, or rather peak ridge here, is not accessible at all from either of the routes. So if you want to reach the true summit, I think the only way would be to go from this side, from the north. Oh yeah, along this ridge, because from either here or here there's no way. So I guess you would really need to have your own car and drive up one of these roads, sort it out with the communities. Probably there is a barrier to enter the town and you'll have to pay something, as seems to be a tradition in these parts of Bolivia. So yeah, so anyway, so drove up here and I walked up here. It was a bit over 600 meters of elevation gain in like two and a half, maybe less 2 kilometers. So it's pretty steep. So went up on the ridge, yeah, and down. Kind of tried to ride the scree a bit, but the rocks are a bit too big there, so it's not a pleasant ride, but it's rideable. It's still faster to go down this way than on the ridge. But yeah, it was pretty epic views of the salt plain, and that was it. Tunupa.